People are the lifeblood of any successful business. This is why it is so important to foster a culture of self-improvement in the workplace. This part of the performance agreement does a great job of building believing and bottom line, the first and the last B of our 4 Bs of high performance. When people feel that someone is invested in them succeeding, it strengthens their view that this is a great place to work, which is believing. They become more motivated and engaged, which leads to increased productivity and a better work environment. For the company, a motivated and engaged team member can take the business to a whole new level, which is the bottom line. As well, it builds the team member's bottom line because self-improvement can open doors to new career opportunities, sometimes salary increases. When an individual's personal growth is stagnating, it is highly probable that their life is stagnating too. Most people will likely work somewhere between 90,000 and 160,000 hours at work in their lifetime. Therefore, their career is an important part of how they use their hours on this planet. When an individual improves themselves both from a capability or a skill standpoint, along with working on their behaviours, this has a powerful impact on the legacy they leave as an individual and for the business they work within. Now, in this part of the agreement, you want the individuals to look at their career hopes and aspirations. Now, your company may have a formal career progression discussion system, and that should inform this part of the performance agreement. However, if your company doesn't, then during the performance agreement discussion, the team leader should open the door to discussing with the team member their professional hopes and goals. In the one-on-one meeting training, there's a link to that below, there are 30 plus questions you can use to help a team member to tease out their career aspirations. Working with you, your team member will decide the skill sets or the behaviours they want to enhance so that they can achieve the job satisfaction they desire, along with delivering the results that the business requires. Now, there are many ways that team members can work on self-improvement at work. Generally, there should be something in this part of the agreement that directly improves their technical capability at delivering in their current role. For example, a copywriter attending a course to improve their sales copy capability. But also, there should be something that is more broadly scoped. Maybe as an example, improve skill sets such as developing better communication skills or becoming more organised or improving their presentation capability or delegations or something like that. Or maybe even gaining a whole new skill set that sets them up for future career moves. As you work through the process with the team member, it is good to look at which of their strengths are being underutilised and that they'd like to use more of to support their own and the business success, together with deciding which of their weaknesses they want to minimise the impact of so that these weaknesses don't cause them to derail. Now, a word of warning, this section of the agreement is not about the person going off and doing a bunch of courses. It is likely that your training budget couldn't support that. Of course, there may be some training courses involved, but these shouldn't be your highest priority. Supporting team members to focus on and invest in their own self-improvement will always pay dividends for both you and them. So that's it for this video. Next, we're going to look at review and follow-up. So I'll see you in the next one.